Admiral Kaelen Rhyne stood at the bridge of the Sentinel Prime, eyes fixed on the holographic projection of the Kuiper Belt. Each flickering dot represented a ship, a probe, or, more ominously, an alien intruder. The sensor readouts blinked with increasing frequency, signatures too large, too structured to be natural. 10 contacts, said Lieutenant Vera, her fingers dancing over the controls. Vectors indicate approach toward Neptune's orbit. Kaelen's jaw tightened. Xylar Dominion, he murmured. The name alone carried weight, an empire that had subdued star systems without mercy, yet here they were, daring to probe humanity's backyard. Status on the cloaked fleet, he asked, scanning the silent stretch beyond Saturn. All assets operational, Vera replied. Stealth shields active. Fleet remains undetected. Her voice carried a mix of excitement and tension, the thrill of hidden power and the knowledge of fragile advantage. Kaelen allowed himself a brief nod. Humanity had waited. Decades of quiet observation, of research and discreet expansion, all led to this moment. Alien intelligence underestimated humans, assuming Earth a minor player, a resource to harvest or a nuisance to ignore. They were about to be proven wrong. Sir, interrupted Commander Yarrick, Kaelen's operations chief, we're receiving transmissions. Unencrypted. Kaelen gestured. Put it on the main console. The bridge lights dimmed slightly, and the message appeared in elegant alien script, accompanied by a harsh, guttural voice. Surrender your orbitals and colonies, humans. Resistance will be met with annihilation. Compliance is advised. Vera's hand hovered over the response interface. Kaelen shook his head. No reply. Not yet. We observe, we plan, we strike if necessary. Let them underestimate us a moment longer. The bridge hummed with quiet anticipation. Engineers monitored hyperquantum drives, drone swarms, and stealth shields, each system a testament to humanity's ingenuity. This was no ordinary fleet. This was Earth's hidden armada, a combination of technology, strategy, and raw determination designed to equalize the playing field against the galaxy's most ruthless empires. A soft chime indicated movement in the Kuiper Belt. Kaelen's eyes tracked the anomaly, a cluster of small, sleek ships maneuvering with precision. Scouts, he said. They're probing our outer defenses. Vera leaned closer. Sensors can't get a complete read. Their stealth is sophisticated, but not perfect. Kaelen allowed a brief smirk. Perfect is human arrogance, Vera. These are machines, no matter how advanced. They'll make mistakes. Suddenly, alarms flared. Small red dots streaked across the projection. Alien scouts had crossed the threshold into human-monitored space. Kaelen straightened. Launch countermeasures. Cloaked intercept drones. Let's see how clever they truly are. Minutes stretched into a tense standoff. The drones moved like ghosts, their AI anticipating each maneuver of the alien scouts. The first contact was sudden, a flash of energy, and one Xylar ship veered violently before exploding in a controlled pulse, leaving a shimmering cloud of plasma in the void. First strike successful, reported Yarrick. No casualties. Kaelen's gaze hardened. Good. But the game has just begun. This is a test, let's see how many have the arrogance to continue. Meanwhile, in a distant star system, Overlord Vector observed the transmission feeds. His eyes, black and unblinking, scanned the reports. Several of his scouts were gone. He hissed, a sound like grinding metal. Humans, insignificant, yet bold. Mobilize the primary fleet. Show them the price of presumption. Back on Earth's fleet, Kaelen's attention shifted. Mars colonies reported minor orbital disturbances, a subtle signal that alien forces had detected life beyond Earth. Even Jupiter's defense stations showed anomalous readings. Humanity was no longer invisible. Kaelen turned to his officers. They know we exist. That changes nothing. We hold our line, we protect our colonies, and we choose the moment to remind them what humanity can do. Vera hesitated. Admiral, if they escalate, the casualties could be significant. Kaelen's eyes softened slightly. Vera, war is never without cost. But if we hesitate now, Earth may never reach tomorrow. Strategy is survival. Timing is victory. The bridge went quiet, everyone aware of the stakes. They were small, fragile, and yet brilliant, humans against centuries-old empires. Kaelen's mind raced through scenarios, hyperquantum bursts to destabilize enemy shields, asteroid fields as traps, AI drones coordinating ambushes with terrifying precision. Every variable had been considered. Every contingency mapped. Then came the signal that made the blood in the room freeze, a faint transmission intercepted from the outer edge of the system. Not Xylar. Something else. Another empire. The Kthari collective, ancient and inscrutable, was now aware of humanity's presence. Admiral, Yarrick said, voice tight, we're no longer just playing one empire's game. 2 fleets are aware of us. Kaelen's lips pressed into a thin line. Let them watch, he said. Let them underestimate. Let them think Earth is prey. They're about to discover that we are hunters, and that patience is the deadliest weapon of all. The Sentinel Prime glided silently through the void, cloaked in darkness, leading the hidden fleet like a shadow within shadows. Kaelen's mind was already 3 steps ahead, calculating moves that no alien mind could predict. Every strategy, every decision, was a declaration: humanity would not bow. Humanity would not hide. And if the galaxy sought to threaten Earth, it would awaken the fury of a species that refused extinction. Outside, distant stars glimmered cold and indifferent. Yet within that dark expanse, humanity's armada waited, silent, lethal, and resolute. A single spark of human ingenuity could ignite a war that the galaxy had never imagined, and Kaelen intended to strike at the perfect moment. As the alien scouts moved closer, a lone voice on the bridge broke the tense silence. Sir, Vera said quietly, they're coming. Kaelen's gaze swept the projection again, calm and resolute. Then let's show them what Earth has been hiding. The void before Jupiter shimmered with unseen motion. Kaelen Rhyne stood on the bridge of the Sentinel Prime, observing the alien fleet through layers of stealth-dampening sensors. What they saw was only a fraction of reality, the rest moved like shadows, undetected by enemy optics. Admiral, reported Lieutenant Vera, voice taut, sensor sweeps indicate 24 Xylar cruisers, vectoring for a direct assault on the outer defense ring. Kaelen's eyes narrowed. They're arrogant, predictable. That's good. Have the fleet maintain cloaked positions along the asteroid belt. Let them think they have the advantage. Yes, sir, Vera said, fingers flying over the controls. Data streamed in, enemy shield strength, propulsion readings, firing arcs. Every piece of information was another thread in the web of strategy Kaelen had spent decades perfecting. Commander Yarrick approached, leaning over the tactical console. We could strike immediately, Admiral. A sudden ambush could cripple half their formation. Kaelen shook his head. No. We do this our way. Precision over panic. Wait for the right moment, when they've committed fully. We'll cut off retreat and force them into the trap. The first shots of the engagement came not from human ships, but from AI-controlled drones. Cloaked and nearly invisible, they swept into the path of the alien advance, releasing concentrated electromagnetic pulses that scrambled enemy shields. One Xylar cruiser faltered, drifting helplessly before a controlled detonation tore it apart. Plasma cloud fragments drifted across the black canvas, reflecting faint starlight like dying fireflies. Vera's eyes lit up. Direct hit, Admiral. Calculations were flawless. Kaelen allowed himself a small nod. Good. But one hit doesn't win wars. Watch their formation. They'll try to regroup. Predictable. As expected, the Xylar fleet shifted, attempting to envelop the asteroid belt. Kaelen tapped a sequence into the console. Deploy phase-shifting drones along the belt's periphery. They'll guide the enemy into gravitational traps we've prepared. The bridge vibrated slightly as the hidden fleet moved in perfect synchronization. Ships appeared and vanished in a carefully choreographed dance, using asteroid shadows and cloaking fields. Energy beams lanced through the void, invisible until they struck. Kaelen's mind worked 3 steps ahead, anticipating alien maneuvers with the precision of a master strategist. Suddenly, a warning flare erupted from the rear sensor array. Xylar vessels entering the outer perimeter. Yarok exclaimed. Their designs were unlike the Xylar ships, sleek, organic curves, moving with an eerie grace. Kaelen's jaw tightened. 2 fronts now. The solar system's quiet defense had turned into a crucible. Not our problem yet, Kaelen said calmly, though every muscle in his body was alert. We deal with the immediate threat first. Xylar fleet takes priority. Xylar can watch and learn. The battle intensified. Cloaked human destroyers darted between asteroids, launching swarms of micro-drones that latched onto alien hulls, releasing nanite disruptors that fried circuitry within seconds. Alien weapons fired blindly into the shadows, energy streams burning empty space. Sir, Vera said, her voice sharp, they've adapted. Shields are stabilizing faster than predicted. They're learning our tactics. Kaelen's expression remained calm. Humans adapt faster. Adjust the drone patterns. Introduce a secondary vector from Jupiter's magnetic anomaly. They won't expect interference from the planet itself. Energy beams cut across the void in a deadly crossfire. Xylar cruisers erupted in controlled bursts, plasma clouds drifting silently as gravitic fields tore their remnants apart. Still, the alien fleet pressed forward, relentless in its assumption that the humans would falter. Amid the chaos, Kaelen allowed himself a glance at the bridge crew. Sweat dotted foreheads, hands moved with precision, and fear was masked by concentration. They were small, fragile humans against centuries of imperial might, yet their courage was unshakable. That was the edge Earth possessed, ingenuity and resolve, not brute force. Prepare orbital artillery, Kaelen ordered. Prime the hyperquantum cannons. On my mark. Vera hesitated. Admiral, if we fire now, the blast radius will affect nearby colonies. Kaelen's eyes hardened. Better a calculated risk than annihilation. Humanity survives today because we make the impossible choices. The first quantum beam lanced from Jupiter's orbit, disintegrating 2 Xylar cruisers simultaneously. The fleet faltered. Enemy command signals were intercepted, alien frustration palpable even through translation. Jarek's fingers flew over his console. Sir, they're retreating, partially. Kaelen shook his head slightly. Partially is enough for now. Let them believe they can live. We need them to underestimate us further. But the cost was tangible. Even hidden and strategic, humans had lost 2 destroyers and dozens of drones. Each loss weighed heavily on the crew, a reminder that even Brilliance could not eliminate sacrifice. Admiral, Vera said quietly, Mars reports surface disturbances. Minor, but something's reacting to the battle. Kaelen's gaze sharpened. They know we exist. That changes the stakes. He turned to the holographic map. 2 alien empires aware, each with fleets larger than humanity could yet fully deploy. Yet the humans had the advantage of cunning, of foresight, and the shadows of their hidden armada. Suddenly, a communication pinged across all channels. A Xylar vessel hailed the Sentinel Prime, its voice calm, almost musical. Humans. We see you. You play with fire in the void. Will you survive your recklessness? Kaelen's response was measured, firm. Observe us, if you wish. Humanity's fire is not reckless. It is deliberate, and it burns brighter than you expect. The bridge crew exchanged glances, a mixture of awe and nervous energy. The Xylar, like the Xylar, had underestimated the Earth, and that arrogance would soon be costly. Prepare the fleet for coordinated maneuvers, Kaelen ordered. We've only shown them a fraction of what we can do. Every ship, every drone, every cannon, we use them wisely. Let this first clash be a lesson in human ingenuity. As the hidden fleet slipped further into the asteroid belt, cloaked, poised, and lethal, Kaelen allowed himself a rare moment of grim satisfaction. Humanity had fought its first battle not with sheer strength, but with strategy, wit, and calculated audacity. The galaxy had underestimated Earth for centuries. Now, it was beginning to learn its mistake. Outside, stars gleamed indifferently, but the void itself seemed to hum with tension. Within that darkness, humans had carved out a space for survival, for pride, and for the first whispers of dominance. Kaelen's voice broke the silence once more. Vera. Yarok, ensure our losses are accounted for. Tomorrow, we strike again, smarter, faster, deadlier. Humanity does not yield. Humanity does not retreat. A low hum filled the bridge, the quiet readiness of a fleet waiting, watching, and planning. And somewhere in the blackness beyond Jupiter, alien eyes glimpsed the first true shadow of human power. Kaelen turned, gaze steady. Let them come. Let them learn what it means to face Earth. The void beyond Saturn shimmered with the quiet tension of anticipation. Admiral Kaelen Rhyne stood on the bridge of the Sentinel Prime, eyes fixed on the distant points of light that betrayed the positions of the Xylar and Xylar fleets. Two empires, centuries older, vastly larger, now aware that humanity had claws hidden in the dark. Yet Kaelen's mind raced not with fear, but with resolve. Admiral, Lieutenant Vera reported, her voice measured despite the rising tension, the enemy fleets are regrouping. Xylar vessels are reforming formation near Neptune, and the Xylar are advancing along a parallel vector from the Oort cloud. Kaelen's expression remained calm. Good. Let them consolidate. That will make their next mistakes more costly. Commander Yarok leaned over the tactical console, eyes scanning the projections. Sir, if we unleash the full fleet now, the magnitude of engagement will be. Kaelen cut him off with a hand. Calculated. Not reckless. Every ship, every drone, every hyperquantum battery is ready. Tonight, humanity stops hiding. On the edge of human-claimed space, the fleet's cloaking fields flickered, dissolving in sequence to reveal a staggering armada. Battleships with jagged, angular hulls bristled with weaponry, drone swarms shimmered with reflective armor, and orbital cannons blinked into readiness. The hidden fleet emerged as if conjured from the void itself, a demonstration of Earth's ingenuity and audacity. Vera's voice trembled with awe. Admiral, they'll see us now. The entire Armada. Kaelen nodded. Let them. Let the galaxy witness what humans have built while it underestimated us. Across the void, the Xylar and Xylar command centers buzzed with alarm. Sensors had never detected such numbers, such coordination, or such raw destructive potential. For centuries, empires assumed Earth insignificant, a young, fragile species. Now, every miscalculation of human capability became evident. Kaelen raised a hand. Phase 1, Precision Disruption. Engage the Xylar formation nearest Neptune. Drone swarms leaped forward, invisible at first, then unleashing electromagnetic pulses that disabled shields and communications on multiple enemy cruisers simultaneously. Xylar vessels staggered, energy arcs dancing across their hulls as they struggled to regain coherence. Impact reports, Yarok called. 3 cruisers disabled. No human casualties. Enemy morale faltering. Kaelen's eyes scanned the tactical grid. Excellent. Now, Phase 2, Orbital Interference. He tapped the console, and Jupiter's magnetic field was harnessed in a sequence of controlled flux pulses, bending energy streams and causing disarray in the Xylar fleet. Beams misfired, ships collided in low-gravity accidents, and panic rippled through alien ranks. Vera leaned closer, whispering, "They've never faced anything like this, it's chaos." Kaelen allowed himself a brief smile. Not chaos. Precision. Predictable patterns, exploited. Humanity thrives in strategy. Meanwhile, the Xylar advanced, their sleek vessels moving with fluid elegance. Yet they, too, were unprepared for Earth's hidden power. Hyperquantum disruptors struck their lead ships, unraveling propulsion systems with surgical accuracy. Xylar warships, built for centuries of dominance, faltered in ways no enemy had ever engineered. Admiral, Yarrick said, a note of disbelief in his voice, we're turning the tide on 2 fleets at once. This has never been done. Kaelen's gaze swept the projection. Then let them learn what humans are capable of. Humanity does not rely on size or age. We rely on ingenuity, courage, and relentless adaptation. That is our advantage. A sudden alarm flared. Sensors picked up a concentrated strike heading directly for Mars colonies. Kaelen's hand hovered over the comms. Vera, deploy the planetary defense grid. Divert microdrone swarms to intercept. Civilian safety is non-negotiable. Underway, Vera responded. Tiny drones streaked across space, intercepting incoming enemy munitions. Explosions flickered harmlessly in orbit, a testament to human preparedness. Kaelen allowed himself a breath, though brief. Outside the viewport, the void was alive with calculated destruction. Beams lanced across space, drones swarmed like predatory clouds, and alien hulls crumbled with precise efficiency. Humanity had revealed itself not as prey, but as predator. Admiral, Vera said, voice catching slightly, the enemy fleets, they're retreating. Both Xylar and Xylar are pulling back. Kaelen did not celebrate yet. Partial retreat. They will live to fight another day, but the lesson is clear. Humanity is not to be underestimated. Every empire that underestimates us pays a price. Yarrick exhaled slowly. Sir, it's incredible. The fleet, the tactics, the coordination. I've never seen anything like it. Kaelen's gaze softened as he looked around the bridge. Neither have they. His voice carried quiet pride. This is what happens when a species refuses to accept insignificance. When survival becomes mastery, and innovation becomes weapon. We've only shown them a fraction of our potential. Vera glanced at the communications console, hesitation in her eyes. Admiral, the Xylar sent a new message. They're respectful, almost cautious. I've translated it. Kaelen leaned in. The text appeared on the main screen. Humans. We see you. You are unlike anything in our histories. Proceed with caution. You have earned attention. A faint smile touched Kaelen's lips. Attention is the first step to recognition. They know we exist now, not as a species to be subdued, but as a force that demands acknowledgement. The bridge went silent for a moment, the crew absorbing the enormity of what they had achieved. Humanity had survived the first multi-front engagement, inflicted decisive blows, and established a presence the galaxy could no longer ignore. Admiral, Vera said finally, breaking the silence, what now? Kaelen's eyes swept the tactical map. Points of light, human, alien, unknown, marked the evolving battlefield. Now, we remain vigilant. We strengthen, we prepare, we adapt. Humanity will not wait for the galaxy to decide its fate. We will shape it ourselves. A distant flash lit the void, a fragment of a destroyed cruiser drifting toward Jupiter. Kaelen watched it vanish into the darkness. This is only the beginning. Let every empire know, Earth hides no more. We are here. We endure. And we will rise. Outside, stars shimmered with the indifferent brilliance of eternity. Within that cold expanse, the hidden fleet glided silently, resolute, and formidable. Humanity had emerged from the shadows, revealing not weakness, but mastery. The galaxy had been warned, underestimate Earth at your peril. Prepare for post-battle assessment, Kaelen commanded. And begin reconstruction of lost assets. Humanity rebuilds stronger than it falls. The bridge fell into motion, quiet but purposeful. Each crew member understood the magnitude of the moment. Humanity had not just survived, it had declared itself a force in the cosmos. And in the hearts of those who dared to gaze into the void, one truth resonated: underestimating humans was a fatal mistake. Kaelen turned from the tactical map, gaze unwavering. Let the galaxy tremble, if it will. But let it also remember the name of every human who refused extinction. The hidden Armada, once a whisper in the void, now moved with confident purpose, a living testament to ingenuity, courage, and the unyielding spirit of Earth. Humanity had revealed its claws, and the galaxy would never again mistake the fledgling species for prey. The aftermath of the battle hung over the solar system like a thin haze, invisible but palpable. Debris from shattered cruisers drifted in silent arcs, while the hidden fleet maintained positions, cloaked and vigilant. Admiral Kaelen Rhyne stood at the viewport of the Sentinel Prime, watching fragments of alien technology spiral into the void, a grim testament to humanity's victory. "Admiral," Lieutenant Vera said, her voice steady despite fatigue, "sensor sweeps indicate remnants of both fleets retreating beyond the Kuiper Belt. Their formations are disorganized, morale uncertain." Kaelen's expression remained calm, almost unreadable. "Let them recover, if they dare. Every moment they hesitate allows us to consolidate. Humanity does not attack blindly, we strike with purpose." Commander Yarrick moved to Kaelen's side. "Our losses were minimal compared to potential. Civilians on Mars and Jupiter colonies report negligible damage. The fleet performed flawlessly under your directives, sir." Kaelen allowed himself a small nod. Flawless only because preparation was meticulous. Strategy, foresight, coordination, these are humanity's weapons as much as our cannons and drones. Never forget that, Yarrick. Victory is a product of mind and machine. A soft chime indicated incoming communications. Vera accessed the feed, her eyes widening slightly. "Admiral, the Cathari are requesting a meeting. They want dialogue." Kaelen's gaze shifted to the holographic starfield. "Dialogue?" His voice carried quiet steel. "Let them come. We will speak only as equals, or not at all. Humanity will not grovel for recognition." "Sir," Yarrick interjected, "their terms might indicate respect, perhaps an alliance, or at least a ceasefire. They must understand we are no longer prey." Kaelen's jaw tightened. "Respect is earned, not given. And humanity earns it through survival and action. Prepare the communications relay. I'll address them personally." The bridge fell into a tense quiet as the messages transmitted across light years. Kaelen's words were precise, measured, designed to convey strength without provocation. "Cathari representatives, humanity acknowledges your awareness of our presence. We seek no conflict, yet we will not surrender our sovereignty. Future interactions will be conducted with transparency and strength. Know that Earth will endure, and those who underestimate it do so at their peril." Vera exhaled softly. "They responded, with acknowledgement, sir. No threats, no hostility." Kaelen's eyes lingered on the fading points of alien vessels. "Acknowledgement is the first step to understanding. They have seen what humans are capable of, and now they must respect it." Beyond immediate tactical victories, Kaelen knew the broader implications. Humanity had moved from the shadows into prominence. The galaxy, long dismissive of Earth, now recognized it as a force capable of shaping events, not merely reacting to them. "Admiral," Yarrick said quietly, "what about the Xylar? They were pushed back, but they'll return, stronger, angrier." Kaelen's gaze sharpened. "Let them return. Let every empire that seeks to dominate learn that Earth is neither weak nor compliant. We prepare for every eventuality. Our fleets, our colonies, our technology, every asset must evolve. Survival is not a gift, it is maintained through vigilance." A soft hum resonated through the bridge as repair drones swarmed the fleet, recalibrating shields, patching hulls, and replenishing drones for future engagements. The human armada had survived, but Kaelen knew the war was only beginning. Strength had been revealed, now, it needed to be consolidated. "Vera, status on planetary defenses?" Kaelen asked. "All systems optimal. The colonies are secure. Civilian morale is high, news of the victories has reached them. Humanity sees for the first time that we are not helpless." Kaelen allowed a flicker of pride. "Good. Let them see that survival comes from determination, not surrender. Let them understand that even in the void, humans are masters of their fate." Suddenly, a minor alert flared. Sensors had detected a small alien reconnaissance unit lingering near Saturn's rings. Kaelen narrowed his eyes. They linger for observation, curious, or cautious. Send a discreet drone patrol. Do not engage unless provoked. Let them witness order, efficiency, and restraint. That too is power. As the patrol moved out, Kaelen reflected on the broader implications. Humanity had fought with intellect, creativity, and audacity. It had leveraged the environment, AI systems, and hyperquantum technology in ways the galaxy had not anticipated. But true strength lay not just in machinery, but in the human spirit, the willingness to adapt, endure, and assert dominance when underestimated. Jarek's voice broke his thoughts. Sir, the fleet commanders request a debrief. They want guidance for long-term strategy. Kaelen nodded. Then convene them. Humanity must move from reactive defense to proactive presence. Every colony, every fleet, every outpost must be integrated into a system of vigilance. We will watch, learn, and prepare. Our future is not given, it is constructed. On the communications feed, reports from human colonies arrived, minor disruptions, evacuated civilians, and tales of courage. Engineers, pilots, and scientists had performed beyond expectation. Kaelen allowed himself a rare, brief smile. Humanity had shown not just survival, but ingenuity, courage, and cohesion. Admiral, Vera said softly, I think they finally see us as equals. Kaelen's gaze returned to the distant stars, cold points of light in an indifferent cosmos. Equals, or a threat? It does not matter. Recognition is earned, and humanity has earned its place. But we cannot rest. Complacency invites destruction. We must evolve faster than those who seek to dominate us. The bridge fell into a focused quiet as Kaelen addressed the assembled commanders via holographic projection. Every face bore the fatigue of battle, but also the spark of pride. Today, Kaelen began, voice steady and resolute, we demonstrated that Earth cannot be ignored. Every fleet maneuver, every drone deployment, every tactical choice was a message: humanity survives, adapts, and overcomes. The galaxy has learned our capabilities, but our potential is far greater. We will continue to innovate, fortify, and expand. Never forget, our strength lies not merely in technology, but in our determination, our ingenuity, and our unity. A hum of agreement and determination rippled through the holographic assembly. Orders were given, repairs coordinated, and plans laid for future operations. Humanity's hidden armada was no longer a secret, it was a force, disciplined and vigilant, ready to project influence across the void. Kaelen returned to the viewport, watching alien ships retreat into the distance. Let every empire that underestimated us remember today, he murmured. Earth does not bow, and it does not hide. The galaxy has changed, and we are the architects of that change. Outside, the void stretched infinite and silent. Within it, the human fleet glided with quiet purpose, a testament to innovation, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of a species that refused extinction. The echoes of power lingered in the cold darkness, and the galaxy would never forget the day humanity revealed its claws. Kaelen's hand rested lightly on the console, voice low but unwavering, let them come. Let them see. And let them know, we endure.